Students at the North Reading High School are divided into 3 lunches, but one might wonder how the school cafeteria would have enough food for all 3 lunches. Students have the choice of bringing and buying lunch, which affects the outcome of the food left over.
I buy lunch because it's much easier in the beginning of the day just to grab lunch here.
I'm the food service director, and I prepare the menus and we do all the calculations to see how much food we're going to need and do all the ordering, and I can take care of all the schools.
Every person in the food service department brings their own strengths to the job.
My greatest strength of the job is to make sure that lunch is a nice time for the students. I know it's a stressful time, they're all busy, so I want them to be able to come in, enjoy our food, and enjoy their lunch period.
I think we all bring we're all a pretty good team. We work well. I think I'm independent, work independently, know what has to be done, and just get it done.
With the food being fresh every day, it brings about the question of whether or not it is ordered ahead of time and how.
I think there's a limited amount of food because it's preheated and everything, so on the spot it would be a little difficult.
Well, I think they probably get a specific amount each day. They know what food they're going to make, so then they get a specific amount that they have to make. I feel like sometimes it can be difficult because it needs to be prepped in advance, so it can be hard to prepare food just on the spot.
It depends. The food is ordered ahead of time. With the whole COVID, we have to order sometimes a week to a week in advance. But I have numbers for the past many years of how much we serve, how much we use, and we try to base it on that and up it at all times. Sometimes if they're at lunch, it may be if we have pizzas, we may not have a pepperoni or something, and at third lunch, we sometimes cannot throw a pizza in, it won't be ready.
Of course, there is a guide and a budget they have to follow when they order the food.
I work for Chartwell's, and they're the management company that runs the food service program for North Reading. And so I have a managed order guide. I can only order what's off the order guide, what's allowed. We have nutritious meals, we have all programs to follow.
Students are now able to get free lunches and even double servings.
You get your first lunch free, and then if you want a second piece of pizza or a sandwich or a salad, then that's the $2. You can never anticipate what the day is going to be and bring.
There have been many changes due to COVID.
Years ago, it seemed to flow a lot differently. I think since COVID, things have just been so, we've had to adjust for each thing. We would package in everything, and then we didn't have to do that anymore, and now you can serve yourself.
There are definitely some lunches that are more popular than others.
I normally take double servings on chicken nugget days.
There's always a second. We have a lot of seconds. Pizza sometimes is a second for most students. They come in, get their main lunch, and get the pizza as a second.
A vote on each week's lunch is a possible way to find out what students want to eat.
I think there's a lot of lunches that schools are providing that people aren't eating.
So by kids voting, they can get a rough estimate of how many kids are going to buy lunch for that specific food. So that can be good data that they could use to determine how much they need to make and if they're going to have enough for all 3 lunches.
Yeah, we did that a few years ago, pre-COVID. So it would be good. We put a thing up and they can see what they like and vote on it.
The only lingering factor now is the leftover food that doesn't get eaten.
Sometimes we repurpose it. If I have chicken patties that haven't gone, we take them and we chop them up, or we repurpose them and use them for something else.
Sometimes people will take it home. We'll leave it for the custodians that come in at nighttime. Depending on what it is, we can reuse it.
All in all, school lunches are very important to the students and the staff of North Reading High School.